Do we hate Alex Cora? I was not aware of this story off the top of my head. And I'm glad that Jeremy Branham retweeted this yesterday. Killer Bees, 3-6 right here. ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. It's a story about, I think, a bus ride home when the Astros were trying to figure out where they were playing next in the midst of Hurricane Harvey. Here's the passage. On the drive to downtown Houston, Cora started playing music loudly on a speaker. Jeff Blum was trying to get a hold of his wife, and some of the broadcast crew were also trying to reach out to families and figure out which roads were open. The logistics of disaster, one person on the bus recalled. One of the TV crew members noted that they couldn't hear their phone call. Blum, annoyed by the music, quietly went up to Cora's seat. Any other day, crank it. But if you can just turn it down a little bit and let us kind of figure out how we're going to get home, see the families are okay. Cora shot back. Oh, you want me to turn it down? You want me to turn it down? I'll turn it down. How about I just turn it off? Seems like a reasonable suggestion, but seems like he was pissy about it. Blum said thanks, went back to his seat. 5 minutes later, Cora walked past Blum, and all of a sudden, he was hovering right over him, saying, quote, I bet if Puerto Rico was going through this, you'd be playing the music. Blum snapped. You got to be kidding me. How dare you say that? There's no way I'd be doing that. You can't bring that up right now. And then Cora called Jeff Blum the C word. Whoa. Oh, we're not done. Jeff Blum, what are you talking about? Cora, I saw you talking to AJ Hinch, referring to it. Blum basically tried to downplay this so that they didn't get in a squab. And this passage notes, Jeff Blum's a big dude. He is. I've met Jeff. Jeff's been very nice to me, but a big guy. Like, I wouldn't mess with him. And he's probably, 6'3", 220, 230 or so. And Cora's like 6 feet, 200. People thought the fight was going to happen. Cora stopped, afterwards said, you, me, after the bus. Blum told Cora he was sorry. For what? Blum, though, being the broadcaster, the professionals, probably trying to make nice by the Astros. Cora snapped, screamed again on the loading dock at Hinch 2, saying, quote, he's your buddy. You want him to be your bench coach. You don't trust me. It's been like this all year long. This is just business. So Cora has been known to throw a temper tantrum or two, and I feel like you could certainly argue that some drinks were had. Nonetheless, in this passage, it says Cora was clearly drunk. On the bus, you could see it. It wasn't that long ago. Like 2 days ago when when the Red Sox beat the Yankees in that series, Alex Cora, former Astros bench coach, was seemingly in the midst of some sort of alcoholic, check that, I can't say that, some sort of alcohol-related party. Alcohol-related party. So he's drinking after beating the Yankees. It's fine. It's a Red Sox thing. They did it in 2011 when they had one of the most epic collapses in baseball history.
I think they had, I think they had a reporter say that like you could like literally smell beer on Alex Cora, but I think it's because some of it was poured on him by the team. I'm sure some of them got in his mouth too. I'm sure.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to drink it. He was trying to stay awake. He's a manager.
Stop. But as he was yelling stop, his mouth was wide open. That's how he got some Bud Light in his
he wouldn't drink Bud Light. Come on, man. Don't say that. May as well call him another slur that apparently Cora called Jeff Blum. Jeez, Sean. Anyway.
That's not the worst thing that Alex Cora's been called in the last 12 hours in Houston.
Cora, last night, not only did Justin Verlander tell him to F off, because Verlander was having, I guess, some issues with the pitch comm, and Cora was like, no, you're not. There was a strike called, check that, a ball called on an Astros hitter that had not been called a strike, that had been called a strike the inning before when Justin Turner was at the plate for Boston. So here's the replay via NESN, New England Sports Network, of Cora losing it and pulling a Justin Verlander, yelling F off himself.
That's going to be ball 4, so Bregman's on. Oh, here comes Cora. He is out of this game. He's been thrown out. He's been angry tonight at a couple of calls. And frankly, one of the best umpires in baseball behind home plate, but not necessarily having a great night.
He even started kicking the plate. I mean, he really got into it on this one.
Also, so apparently it was because of one call was a strike for the Astros. Then the next half inning, it was a ball.
I think it was because it was that close to one another.
But the actual pitches were not that close to one another. Like, they're both on the outside part of the plate. Okay. But the Astros one was at least like relative. Like, that's normally called a strike. Like, that is something that's not crazy that's called a strike. Okay. The Red Sox one would have been the Rangers broadcast would have flown into Houston and committed seppuku if they saw that ball get called a strike.
Oh no! Okay,
they would be freaking out.
Okay, so maybe it was a little bad.
It was. It always blows my mind that managers who probably have one of the worst seats to actually see whether a call is a ball or a strike, because they are at knee level with the plate basically. And looking sideways at it, and how can you tell if it's a ball or strike? I never understand that.
I don't either.
I don't really.
I don't either.
Same thing with fans too. I'm I don't. I think 90% of the people are just complaining just to complain. I don't think they can actually see actually whether it's a ball or strike.
Especially if so. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, let me just think about the logistics of this. So Alex Bregman, right-handed batter. And generally, the visiting team is in the third base dugout, correct?
Yes, at Minute Maid Park.
How the hell would he have seen? He had no way
Alex
to see.
Bregman.
Was he pulling one of his old tricks? Was somebody watching video in the clubhouse?
He checks his Apple Watch. Oh, okay. I have to complain about this one. All right.
No, Sean, honestly, I think we're on to something here. So it's either that or he was drinking, which is, again, something that the Boston Red Sox have done. Look, Sean, I'm not accusing him. I'm just saying the Red Sox
Those are the options.
They've been drunk in the clubhouse before. They have. 2011.
Oh, yeah. John Lackey and Josh Beckett.
John Lackey. They're eating chicken wings and drinking beer in the clubhouse. It's a Boston thing.
Yeah.
So
it's a Boston thing. You wouldn't understand.
You would not.
Actually, I think everyone understands chicken and beer. I think everyone understands how cool that is.
It's pretty nice. It's a nice combo. He's Sean Mapes behind the glass. I'm Paul Gallant. It's the Paul Gallant Show. ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Alex Cora, forgotten Hayden figure in baseball that does not get nearly enough guff. Last night, nice little reminder that he kind of sucks.